Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever looked through an old jar of coins and wondered if one tiny copper coin could be hiding a surprising value? Today, we're taking a close look of America's most recognizable coins. Coin number 1. The 1945 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark. This classic coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which means it carries no mint mark beneath the date. While most circulated 1945 wheat pennies are worth only a few cents to a few dollars depending on condition, exceptionally preserved examples, rare mint errors, or special auction quality coins can bring much higher prices. For this video, we'll discuss the coin using the market value you've provided of $157, while also noting that typical collector values for an ordinary very fine example are generally much lower. The year 1945 marked the end of World War II, making this wheat penny a fascinating piece of American history. Millions of Americans handled these pennies during one of the most important periods in the nation's history. Every coin from that year represents an era of rebuilding, hope, and economic recovery. Because of its historical significance, the 1945 wheat penny has become a favorite among collectors who enjoy assembling complete Lincoln cent collections spanning from 1909 through 1958. One of the first things collectors examine is the absence of a mint mark. Since the coin was struck in Philadelphia, there is no D for Denver or S for San Francisco below the date. Philadelphia produced over 1 billion Lincoln cents in 1945, making the no-mint mark variety the most common of the three mints. However, rarity alone does not determine value. Condition, color, strike quality, and minting errors all play an important role in determining how desirable a coin is to collectors. Let's talk about very fine condition. A 1945 wheat penny in very fine condition still shows clear details in Abraham Lincoln's hair, cheek, and coat. The lettering, Liberty, and In God We Trust should remain bold and readable. On the reverse, the wheat ears still display noticeable grain lines, although moderate wear is visible on the highest points. Coins in this grade have circulated, but remain attractive and collectible because much of the original design is still intact. Many viewers ask why one 1945 wheat penny sells for only a few cents, while another sells for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The answer lies in grading and rarity. High-grade uncirculated coins with original red surfaces are much scarcer than circulated examples. Professional grading services evaluate factors such as luster, strike, preservation, mischiage, and surface marks before assigning an official grade. The higher the grade, the greater the potential value. Another exciting aspect of collecting the 1945 wheat penny is the possibility of discovering mint errors. Collectors carefully inspect coins for doubled dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, lamination errors, and other unusual minting mistakes. Although these errors are uncommon, they can dramatically increase a coin's value because collectors are always searching for unusual and certified varieties. The design of the Lincoln wheat penny is one of the longest-running designs in United States coinage. The obverse features President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse displays two elegant wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. This design remained in production until 1958 before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. If you think you've found a valuable 1945 wheat penny, avoid cleaning it. Cleaning can permanently damage the coin's surface and significantly reduce its collector value. Instead, store the coin safely in a protective holder and, if you believe it has exceptional quality or a rare error, consider having it authenticated and graded by a reputable professional grading service. The popularity of the 1945 Lincoln wheat penny continues because it combines history, affordability, and the excitement of the treasure hunt. Every year, collectors search through old collections, estate sales, and bankrolls hoping to discover an overlooked example with exceptional quality or a valuable mint error. That possibility keeps interest in the wheat penny series alive generation after generation. So, if you have a 1945 Lincoln wheat penny with no mint mark, take a closer look. Examine its condition carefully, check for unusual errors, and compare it with professional grading standards. While most ordinary very fine examples sell for modest amounts, exceptional specimens and rare varieties can command much higher prices, making every old penny worth a careful inspection. Coin number 2. The 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny with a mint mark in green condition. According to today's topic, this coin has a market value of $153.00. While ordinary circulated 1946 wheat pennies are generally worth much less, exceptionally preserved examples, rare mint errors, or certified high-grade coins can command much stronger prices in the collector market. The 1946 Lincoln Wheat Penny is an important piece of American history. It was minted just 1 year after World War II ended, during a period when the United States was rebuilding its economy and entering a new era of growth. Millions of these pennies passed through the hands of American families, making them more than just 1-cent coins. They became symbols of a remarkable period in the nation's history. Today, collectors appreciate these coins because they connect modern generations with the post-war years. One of the first things collectors examine is the mint mark. In 1946, Lincoln Wheat Pennies were struck at 3 different U.S. mints. Coins with a D to mint mark were produced in Denver, while those with an S mint mark came from San Francisco. Coins with no mint mark were struck in Philadelphia. Identifying the correct mint mark is one of the most important steps in determining a coin's collectability and potential value because different mints produce different quantities. Now let's discuss what is meant by green condition. Many collectors use color designations when describing copper coins. A coin described as green in online discussions is often intended to indicate an attractive preserved appearance, although professional grading services officially classify copper coins as red, red-brown, or brown instead of green. Regardless of the wording, collectors always look for coins with strong details, minimal wear, and attractive surfaces because these features increase collector demand. When examining a 1946 wheat penny, look closely at Abraham Lincoln's portrait. His hair should display visible strands, his cheek should remain well-defined, and the lettering "In God We Trust" and "Liberty" should be sharp and easy to read. Turning the coin over, inspect the wheat stalks carefully. Strong grain lines and bold lettering on the reverse usually indicate that the coin has experienced only limited circulation and remains desirable to collectors. Many people wonder why one 1946 wheat penny sells for only a few cents, while another sells for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The answer is simple: condition, rarity, original color, and mint errors. A common circulated example is plentiful, but coins with exceptional preservation, original mint luster, or unusual production errors become much scarcer and more valuable. High-grade certified examples have sold for impressive prices because collectors compete for the very best surviving specimens. Mint errors are another exciting reason why collectors search through old wheat pennies. Some 1946 cents have been discovered with doubled dies, repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, or other unusual minting mistakes. Although these varieties are uncommon, they often attract serious collector interest and may be worth considerably more than ordinary examples. Always inspect your coin carefully under good lighting and magnification before deciding its value. The design of the Lincoln Wheat Penny remains one of the most famous in American coin history. The obverse features President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, while the reverse displays 2 elegant wheat ears surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. This classic design was produced from 1909 until 1958 and continues to be one of the most collected U.S. coin series. If you believe your 1946 wheat penny may be valuable, never clean it. Cleaning removes the natural surface that collectors appreciate and can dramatically reduce its value. Instead, store the coin in a protective holder and, if it appears to be in exceptional condition or displays an unusual mint error, consider having it authenticated and graded by a professional grading service. The excitement of coin collecting comes from never knowing when you might discover something special. Every old coin has a story, and every wheat penny deserves a careful inspection. Even though millions of 1946 Lincoln wheat pennies were produced, exceptional examples continue to attract collectors because of their beauty, history, and the possibility of rare varieties. Coin number 3. The 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny with D mint mark in very fine condition. Many collectors are surprised to learn that wheat pennies remain some of the most popular American coins ever produced. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating history of the 1956 with D wheat penny, explain what the D mint mark means, discuss how to identify a very fine example, examine important features that collectors look for, and talk about why some examples can sell for much higher prices than ordinary circulated coins. If you've ever found a 1956 with D wheat penny in your collection, be sure to watch until the very end, because you may discover details that could make your coin more desirable. The Lincoln Wheat Penny was introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it became the first regular U.S. circulating coin to feature the portrait of a real historical figure. On the front, you will see Abraham Lincoln facing right, while the reverse displays two elegant wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. The wheat penny design remained in production until 1958 before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse. Because of this long production run, wheat pennies have become favorites among collectors of all ages. The 1956 with D wheat penny was struck at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the small D mint mark located just below the date. More than 1 billion of these pennies were produced, making it one of the more common wheat cents from the 1950s. Despite its large mintage, collectors continue to search for attractive examples because condition plays a major role in determining value. When discussing your coin, you've mentioned a very fine condition and a market value of $138. It's important for collectors to understand that while exceptional coins, certified high-grade examples, or rare error varieties can command strong prices, most ordinary circulated 1956 with D wheat pennies typically sell for far less than $138 because they were produced in very large numbers. Current published price guides generally value ordinary very fine examples at only a small premium over face value. So, what exactly does very fine mean? A very fine coin has seen circulation but still retains many sharp details. Lincoln's hair should show noticeable strands, the cheek and jawline remain well defined, and the lettering around the rim is bold and complete. On the reverse, both wheat ears should display clear grain lines, although some of the highest points will show moderate wear. Coins in this condition are attractive because they still preserve much of their original design while showing honest circulation. Another exciting part of collecting is searching for mint errors. Although standard 1956 with D wheat pennies are common, unusual minting mistakes can increase collector interest. Examples include off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, repunched mint marks on earlier issues, or dramatic striking errors. These are much scarcer than normal coins and are usually authenticated by professional grading services before commanding significant premiums. If you think your 1956 with D wheat penny is special, avoid cleaning it. Many beginners mistakenly polish old coins, believing it increases their value. In reality, cleaning usually removes the original surface and can dramatically reduce collector demand. Professional collectors almost always prefer coins with natural surfaces, even if they show honest wear. Authentication and grading are also important. Organizations such as professional third-party grading companies evaluate coins for authenticity and assign official grades. Certified coins often inspire greater buyer confidence, especially if the coin appears unusually well preserved or displays a significant mint error. Storage is another key factor. Copper coins should be kept in protective holders or archival quality flips and stored in a cool, dry environment. Moisture, fingerprints, and improper handling can permanently damage the surface. Always hold a coin by its edges to help preserve its condition for future generations. One of the reasons Lincoln Wheat Pennies remain so popular is the thrill of the hunt. Every collector dreams of finding a rare date, an impressive error, or a beautifully preserved coin hidden in an old collection. While the 1956 with D is generally considered a common issue, discovering an exceptional example in original condition can still be exciting. Collectors also enjoy assembling complete wheat penny date and mint collections. Completing every year and mint mark from 1909 through 1958 requires patience, research, and careful grading. The 1956 with D serves as an affordable addition for many collectors beginning their numismatic journey. As we conclude today's video, remember that every old coin has a story. The 1956 with D Lincoln Wheat Pennies here circulated during a fascinating period of American history and has survived for decades to reach today's collectors. Whether your coin is worth only a few cents, carries sentimental value, or turns out to be a rare variety, it represents an important piece of U.S. numismatic history. Before assuming any coin is highly valuable, compare it with reliable price guides and consider professional grading if it appears unusually well preserved or has an apparent error. Happy collecting, and may your next wheat penny discovery be your best one yet. Coin number 4. The 1957 Lincoln Wheat Penny without a mint mark. At first glance, it may seem like just another old penny, but many collectors enjoy searching these coins for exceptional condition, eye appeal, and rare mint errors. In today's video, we'll uncover the history of the 1957 Wheat Penny, explain why it has no mint mark, discuss what a very fine example looks like, and examine the factors that can influence its value. If you've recently discovered a 1957 Wheat Penny in your pocket change, an old coin album, or a family collection, stay with us until the end, because you may learn something valuable about this historic 1-cent coin. The Lincoln Wheat Penny is one of the most recognizable coins ever produced by the United States Mint. Introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, it became the first regular U.S. coin to feature the portrait of an actual historical figure. The obverse displays Lincoln's famous profile, while the reverse features 2 elegant wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. This beautiful design remained in production until 1958, making the 1957 issue one of the final wheat pennies ever struck. One interesting feature of this coin is that it has no mint mark. Many beginning collectors mistakenly believe this means the coin is rare, but that's not the case. A missing mint mark simply indicates that the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not place mint marks on Lincoln cents during that period. In 1957, the Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 282 million Lincoln Wheat Pennies, making this one of the more common dates in the series. Now let's discuss the condition of the coin. In this example, we're focusing on a very fine 1957 Wheat Penny. A very fine coin has seen moderate circulation but still retains strong details. Lincoln's hair should remain well defined, with visible strands above the ear and forehead. The cheek and jawline should still appear bold, while the lettering around the rim remains complete and sharp. On the reverse, the wheat stalks should display noticeable grain lines, although some light wear is expected on the highest points of the design. Today's featured market value is $134, as specified for this video. However, collectors should understand that ordinary 1957 Philadelphia wheat pennies in very fine condition generally trade for much lower prices in published coin guides. Coins reaching significantly higher values are usually exceptional certified examples, rare mint error varieties, or pieces with outstanding preservation. One reason collectors continue searching for 1957 wheat pennies is the possibility of discovering valuable mint errors. Although standard examples are common, unusual varieties such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, or dramatic striking errors can attract substantial collector interest. Every old penny deserves a careful inspection under proper lighting, because even a small minting mistake can make an ordinary coin much more desirable. Speaking of cleaning, this is one of the biggest mistakes new collectors make. Never polish or clean an old wheat penny. While a shiny coin may appear attractive to beginners, experienced collectors strongly prefer coins with original surfaces. Cleaning often leaves tiny scratches, removes natural toning, and significantly reduces collector value. If you believe your 1957 wheat penny is special, Simply store it safely and leave it in its original condition. Storage is equally important. Keep your wheat penny in a protective coin holder or archival quality flip to prevent scratches and environmental damage. Avoid touching the surfaces with your fingers because the natural oils from your skin can stain copper over time. Holding the coin only by its edges helps preserve its appearance for future generations. Many collectors also choose to have outstanding coins authenticated and graded by professional grading services. A certified coin provides buyers with confidence regarding authenticity and condition. This becomes especially important if the coin appears to be an unusual error variety or an exceptionally well-preserved specimen. Collecting Lincoln wheat pennies is popular because every coin tells a story. The 1957 wheat penny represents one of the final years before the Lincoln Memorial reverse replaced the famous wheat ears in 1959. Millions of Americans used these pennies in everyday commerce, making them a fascinating reminder of mid-20th century American history. Searching through old penny rolls remains one of the most enjoyable hobbies for coin collectors. Every roll offers the possibility of finding a beautiful wheat penny, a rare mint error, or an overlooked variety that someone else missed. Although most 1957 Philadelphia wheat pennies are common, the excitement of discovery keeps collectors returning to the hobby year after year. As we wrap up today's video, remember that every old coin deserves a closer look. The 1957 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark may appear ordinary, but its historical importance, beautiful classic design, and the possibility of rare varieties continue to make it one of America's favorite collectible coins. Whether your coin is worth only a small premium or turns out to be something much more unusual, it remains an important piece of American numismatic history. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest videos covering valuable wheat pennies, rare US coins, exciting mint errors, and hidden treasures that could still be waiting in your pocket change. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.